about the many important reasons why we need to get out of our head and back into our body and heart. I am the author of Painting the Landscape of Your Soul, and it is my divine mission, if you will, to help you live as your brightest, best self. So I'm really grateful that you're here to join me. In this episode, we're going to talk about a formula that I love. It's heart plus creativity equals transformation. So before we go any further, let's begin the ritual of coming inside, right? So we can get aligned with our head, to our body, to our heart. So go ahead and sit comfortably, take a long, deep breath, and just notice what's present in your body. The tightness, the expansion, the fluttery, the hot, the cold, the emotions that may be popping up. Notice everything. When I invite people to come in to their precious body, I like to also engage the senses. So you can imagine that we're doing this together, or you can join me in this. But what I like to do first is light a candle, use some scent, and then do a little bit of sound. It tells my body, my mind, my spirit that I'm coming out of my chatty mind and back into my body. When we are in our head and we're going on like this, we actually are using up energy. When we come down and inside ourselves, we build energy. We build our resources. So in short, when you're fried, do this exercise. Okay, so go ahead and close your eyes. And when your eyes are soft or closed, we come into an internal heart space. When our eyes are wide open, we are in our head. Soften the space between your eyebrows. Bring your awareness to your breath. Bring your breath into your belly. Bring your breath from your belly all the way down to your feet. Notice how you feel. Doesn't have to be hard. You're just bringing your awareness to your breath and inviting it to come into your belly and then down to your feet. Breath to belly to feet. Honor every little feeling and emotion that's coming up. Because they are all part of you. Sometimes I think we spend so much time keeping certain things at bay that we're exhausted just because of that. Breath to belly to feet. Allow yourself to kind of land back into your beautiful self. Imagine yourself lighting a candle, using some scent. Today I am using a scent from a really dear friend of mine who has a company called Gift of the Flowers. And she gives these to me all the time to check out the energy of it. And this one is called I Am Worthy. You can use a flower essence. You can use incense, sage. Again, whatever tells your body, mind, and spirit that you're coming into some sacred space. Breath to belly to feet. Notice how you feel in your body now. Don't push anything away. Just be present with what is. Great. So you can keep your eyes closed as I tell you this little story, or you could just watch. But some of you know that I'm a trained 5-element acupuncturist, and I have been for over 25 years now. And what I love about 5-element acupuncture is it really does combine the emotions, the spiritual journey. It's very Taoist based. So the emotions, the concept of a spiritual journey, and our right relationship with the seasons, with the elements. And there's this really beautiful phrase that is in the acupuncture classics, which is a huge catalyst for me in this work. And it talks about how the heart's role to allow all emotions to flow through it, right? That means the really good emotions and the ones that we don't classify as good, right? Because every one of these emotions need to flow through the heart. And if not, it creates a logjam in the energy of the heart. In 5-element acupuncture, when you get an emotional logjam, that actually creates pathology in the body, in the mind, in the spirit. And this is not a talk on acupuncture theory, but what really struck me is how the role of the heart is to allow for the free flow of all expression, right? When you combine that concept with embodied creativity, where embodied creativity is not about making art, not by a long stretch. It's about expressing what needs to be expressed through movement, through singing, through drawing, through painting, through free writing, right? It's just allowing the body to express itself in any way that it wants, hence mirroring what the heart needs to do, right? Why is this important, right? So saying you're in a particularly funky mood, like here we are in spring, and there's a lot of pent up emotions that happen a lot during the spring. There's a lot of frustration because we want to grow and we can't grow and we're going to get our masks back on and blah, 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 all these kind of things, right? So there's a bit of frustration. So, for most of us, how do you move that frustration? And really, what is the root of that frustration? Because it's definitely not, well, not only the pandemic, let's just say it that way. And so when we go back to the body and just say, hey, I want to check into that frustration. What is the energy of that frustration? When we use embodied creativity, we're dropping into the world of the subconscious, the unconscious, the implicit memory, like these places that don't always have words, right? And so embodied creativity is perfect to get to the stuff that's holding us back because it is a non-verbal type of communication. Because generally the things that are holding us back are the things that we don't remember or we don't want to remember. So to move them, we use embodied creativity to free us up, to give us insight. So it's not necessarily about, it's definitely not about making art, but it's allowing free, full expression of your heart, of your body, of your mind. And when we allow that opening of heart plus creativity, what happens is you begin to transform. And transform doesn't mean that you're somebody else. Transform means that you begin to live as your most authentic self, as your brightest, best self. And it's through the simple or seemingly simple practice of embodied creativity combined with energy medicine, combined with shamanic concepts. All of these things together help us get to our truth. So I'd like to invite you to do a little experiment with me today. Okay, so it'll only take about 5 minutes. So go ahead and soften your eyes. Bring your awareness back to breath, to belly, to feet. Because one of the tools for your heart is using intention, what I'd like you to do is drop the intention into your energy field, your body, your mind, your heart, that you want to get in touch with something that is stuck in your body. Okay? And as that drops into your body, immediately notice what part of your body is trying to get your attention. For me, it was like right there. Okay. And so what I want you to do is, if you can, touch that area. Bring all your curiosity to this spot. Notice, is it hot? Is it cold? Is it tight? Is it expanded? Is it jittery and fluttery? What is it? What's there? No judgment, just be curious. Bring all your awareness to that point. And from here, you have a couple options. You can either allow your body to begin to move that part and see if you can free up that stuckness. Right? You don't have to know if the stuckness is of the mind, of the heart, of the blah. It's just where your body wants you to go, period. So you can move it and see if you can just get a sense of what movement makes it feel different, makes it move. Or you can get a pencil and you can plop that down on a piece of paper and just begin to draw what you feel. Right? Or you could just put your finger down and draw what you feel too, right? Or you can say, grab a piece of paper and start writing. In this part of my body, I feel, and just do some free writing, right? Or combine it all. Free writing with a little bit of movement, with a little bit of doodling. What we're doing is bringing our awareness to this part of our body, but we're also letting our body, mind, and heart know that we are looking to untangle, not necessarily understand, but untangle this energetic roadblock. Right? Little tiny steps of untangling, of allowing energy to flow, of getting more movement in your heart is how we begin to live as our brightest best self. Right? So the heart plus creativity equals transformation. So what do you notice in your body now? Just kind of try to put some expression, words to what shifted. Right? This is a tiny, tiny little sliver of the things that I offer. If you're a kind of do it at home and alone kind of gal, you can go ahead and pick up my book, Painting the Landscape of Your Soul. If you want to do it in community so you are loved and supported, and when things get tough, you don't go and eat corn chips and drink tea. Go ahead and look at the Creative Alchemy community. The Creative Alchemy community is a group of women that are exploring their truth through the transformational actions of drawing, writing, painting, moving, while being held in a community that will love you up and support you no matter what. And until summer solstice, I am offering a founder's discount price. So pop over there, check it out. And again, as always, if this resonates with you, if this is speaking to you, please share it with a friend. Like, subscribe, share. Let's spread the love. So until then, breath to belly to feet. What is it that your heart and soul want to share with you today? All right. Until next week, I'm sending you much love. Mwah.